Hey guys, this is Eckhart's Ladder. Hello and welcome to another video. So, as you can probably tell, my voice is still a little messed up, but hopefully good enough for you guys to listen to without wanting to rip your ears out. I was actually planning to take a few more days off, and I think after I put this video out, I will take a few more days off, but we got some new leaks that I just absolutely have to talk about. Alright, so before we get into things, I need to recap what's been going on. So, as most of you know, originally Colin Trevorrow was set to write and direct Star Wars Episode 9. He was the director of Jurassic World, among other things, but apparently Lucasfilm's vision for Episode 9 didn't match what he was putting forward, so instead they decided to go with J.J. Abrams. Now, I never ever thought this would happen, but we've actually been getting leaks about not only the script for Trevorrow's Episode 9, but also concept art, and I've done 2 videos covering this so far. His version would have included, among other things, a massive battle on Coruscant, and it's got some elements that I quite like, and elements that I dislike. Interestingly though, Trevorrow, far more than J.J. Abrams, would have tied the movie into both the current and Star Wars Legends expanded universe. Now, not Legends stories specifically, but well-known elements of Legends. As an EU connection, and this one is in both canon and Legends, we have, for example, the heroes would have journeyed to Mortis, i.e. the sort of planet from the Clone Wars. We would have had the planet of Korriban, or as it's been sometimes called in canon, Moraband. And, as we'll be talking about today, we would have had the presence of the shipyards of Kuat and the ECLIPSE Super Star Destroyer. Now, when the script first leaked, we did know that the Resistance stole a Super Star Destroyer called the ECLIPSE. However, I was just assuming that this is the ECLIPSE mentioned in Aftermath, which most people assumed was a regular Executor type SSD. However, this concept art actually shows us not only amazing shots of Kuat, but the Star Wars Legends ECLIPSE 1 breaking out of the shipyard and flying off into space. And I mean, does this thing ever look incredible? It's almost like a perfect reimagining of the ECLIPSE to meet modern expectations. It keeps almost totally the same shape as the ECLIPSE 1 with some new modern detail. However, I will note that the super laser itself seems to be missing, which I personally would be totally fine with. I mean, we've had enough super lasers in Star Wars. Do we really need one in Episode 9? Do we really need one on a Star Destroyer? Probably not. It's unclear what exactly would have happened to the ECLIPSE, but it probably would have participated in the final battle at Coruscant, which would have been amazing. And at this point, to be honest, I'm feeling bummed that we had a movie that not only went with new ship designs for the sequel trilogy, but actually incorporated elements of the expanded universe. At some point, I think I'm gonna have to make a determination of whether this movie seems more interesting, but it's pretty clear to me that I think Episode 9 in Colin Trevorrow's hands would have been weirder. It may have ultimately been worse, but I think it would have been far more interesting. There are other cool pieces of concept art within this leak, and I'll link to all of them down below. I first found them on the Star Wars Leaks subreddit. We see Rey again with her double-sided lightsaber running through the interior of the ECLIPSE. We see lots of shots of Kuat with a ring almost reminiscent of some early depictions of the Scarif shield gate. Would have been amazing to see that up close, even though I'm not sure if I'm sold on the totality of the design. We see some dreamlike imagery, very reminiscent of what we got with early TFA concept art, which, as some of you know, I'm really in love with. We see a Sith temple, somewhat similar in fact to Exegol. We see Mortis, which looks like it would have been absolutely beautiful. And finally, we see what would have been one of the last shots of the movie, Rey beginning to train the next generation of Jedi. Anyway guys, my throat is running out of words, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of these concept art pieces, let me know what you think of this sort of modernized ECLIPSE, and let me know whether you think this story seems more compelling than what JJ gave us with the Rise of Skywalker. Until next time guys, have a great one, and may the Force be with you.